So I left Liberty University about 2 weeks ago, and finished my section on my dissertation that had to be completed for my first semester. So I'm moving on to the second semester. I'm gonna have to write 2 chapters and probably an outline to a 3rd chapter, or I will start working on my I got some really good ideas for my introduction, so I might start working on that. Anyway, I tried to write from home for a week, and that didn't work really well. I get too comfortable at the house. I can't really get in the zone. When I was at Liberty, I spent about 30 to 40 hours a week at the library. So I think my wife suggested that I get back onto that schedule. So today I'm at Sierra College. It's a local community college in Grass Valley, California. Campus is a lot bigger than the last time I was up here. My daughters and my wife taken classes up here before. It's a nice little campus. The library's closed on Friday, unfortunately. So today's test run at the library didn't work, but I'm going to start on Monday and start coming in here 4 or 5 days a week, probably 4, Monday through Thursday, and make sure I get my required writing done. I need to be writing about 10 pages a week so that I can have a draft done on October 16th when we leave Russia and come back to Eastern Europe and to Romania. And that's what I wanted to chat about today. Is there's some amazing things happening in Eastern Europe and in Russia and in the United States, frankly, just in the global West. The whole idea of the liberal order that was created after the collapse of the Soviet Union and after the end of the Cold War is starting to rearrange. We've talked about that before in some other videos. Today there's some negotiations going on right now between the Russians and Ukrainians trying to end this war in Ukraine. I'm going to start talking a little bit more about that here and there as the year progresses, because we are going to, in about a month, we're leaving for Scotland, and then we'll be in Croatia, and then we're going to Russia for 3 months. And then we're coming back and doing Romania, Hungary, Bratislava, and Czech Republic. And right now, in those regions is kind of where this battle between populism and establishment people is kind of raging. It's kind of going, obviously it's happening here in the United States with Trump, but it's also happening in places kind of bordering the Black Sea: Georgia, Russia, Ukraine, Romania. Hungary doesn't border the Black Sea, but it's involved in this too. Pretty much all of Eastern Europe. People looking more towards individual autonomy, or not individual autonomy, but national autonomy. So there's not so much government. There's a movement to kind of lessen what the EU does in Europe and give more sovereignty back to the various countries. Kind of the same thing that's happening here in the United States, where we're trying to get rid of some of the federal government and put that back to the states. So it's actually a fascinating time to be writing my dissertation, because my dissertation mostly has to do with the 1993 Russian constitutional crisis, and how the Clinton administration portrayed that to the people and how he reacted. So once the Cold War ended and we got into this, Western liberal order where the United States was pretty much the only power. We're starting to transition from that to a multipolar world where the United States isn't the maker of the rules anymore, and that the rules are more of an international agreement rather than imposition from the United States. So it's a fascinating time. I'm really excited about heading to Romania. We'll talk about Romania for sure. They canceled an election in Romania after the populist guy won. Canceled the election, arrested him, threw him in jail, banned him from running again. And now they've just had another election, and the guy that, Simeon, the guy that supported Georgescu, won. So it looks like Romania is going to turn to more of a populist country, despite the leader being arrested and banned from running for political office. Georgia recently passed, the parliament passed a law that forces nonprofits to disclose where their money's coming from. I think if it's over more than 20% of their revenue and it's from a foreign country or a foreign group, they have to disclose that. People freaked out about that in Georgia, mostly establishment people, because now they're going to know where the money's coming from for some of these support groups. So a lot of stuff going around the Baltic Sea. Kind of excited to go there and experience it while I'm writing. But the task today is get back on my writing schedule. So Sierra College, I'm excited to be here for the next 4 or 5 weeks, and should be a good time. It's a nice little campus, obviously a lot smaller than Liberty, but it'll work. Get 5 weeks of writing in, and then we're off to Scotland, and then I'll probably have to find a library there too. So that's what's going on. I'll keep you guys posted, and have a great week.